Фу.
Aloha Mora.
Кузьма, ну гори прыгай там. Привет. Привет, привет. Мой модер. Мой модер Анастасия Зинченко. Она же Настуся. Блин, лишь бы все нормально работало, что-то оно как-то не очень хорошо работает всё. Чат не настроен. Плохо. Так.
Were you able to follow one of the Daedalian keys?
Hello, Nellie. Actually, I found all of the keys and opened my house chest.
Oh, wonderful. What did you find?
I found a rather interesting costume.
Brilliant. Whew. Well, thank you for solving that mystery for me. I always wondered what those keys would lead to.
И все? Ну, кофта крутая. Так. Окей. Не знаю, пойду вот эти здания выполнять. Кстати, я вот стрим подрубил, у меня, по-моему, игра немного просаживается. Надо разбираться. Или она сейчас отлагает. Мне кажется, отлагает. Так.
It's not like her to forget.
I didn't keep you waiting, did I?
Not at all. I was just at the post office. Gran told me to expect a package, but it looks as if she forgot to send it. She didn't send me an owl this week either. Perhaps she's busy with her research.
Немного тише. Ага, хорошо. Сейчас уже договорюсь с ней.
What kind of research is she doing?
It varies from week to week, but it's always to do with creatures. Last week she was studying leg knots in plimpies.
What was she sending you?
Only some feed she's been developing. I was going to give it to Professor Howen for the measles.
What did you find out about the dragon you were tracking?
I realised that she didn't know the poachers had her egg, so when she left Horntail Hall, she would have headed straight to her nest. I went back to the tent and tracked her flight.
How do you track a dragon long after she's gone?
Tree canopies, burn marks, things like that.
Well done. You certainly know what you're doing.
I can't be certain, but I have an idea of one place she may have been heading. I thought we might go and see it for ourselves.
Of course. Shall we leave now?
If that's all right, I want to see how she's faring if she had a collar on. And she's likely frantic about her egg.
Так. Опа, перенос.
Here we are. I do think this is where we'll find her. The terrain's typical of where the breed would nest. I suspect it's how the poachers found her to begin with. They likely camped here and logged her patterns. Perhaps nabbed her first and then her egg. Dragons are hard enough to wrangle, let alone maternal ones.
You got all of that from simply standing here?
You'd be surprised how easy it is to think like a poacher. Shall we see if she's home? We only need to return her egg.
That sounds straightforward enough.
We should be in and out. Then we can be finished with the poachers once and for all.
Well then, let's find our dragon and
Wonderful. If she sees us flying about, she might take it as a sign of aggression or food. We should stay on foot. Oh, and one more thing.
А сейчас лучше слышно или
Agitate
нет?
her. Goodness
Или они
knows she's been
по-прежнему
through
громко
enough
говорят?
already. I'm ready when you are.
Давай, давай, поехали. Туда, сюда. Блин, такое ощущение, что я тут ходил. У нее, кстати, кофты такой нет.
There
как у
she
меня.
is, above us. She did make it home safely. Oh, good. It looks as if she wasn't collared like the other dragons. Poor thing must be worried sick, wondering what happened to her egg.
For what it's worth, she doesn't seem to have spotted us yet.
Let's hope it stays that way. At least until we've done what we can do.
A bardic attack.
Так вот.
Glacier.
Да, игра немного фризится, это плохо. Это за УБС. Блин, на GD все-таки не подходит.
How charming. They keep in touch with each other. Revelio. There she is again.
She's breathtaking.
From a distance. Reparo.
Fantastic. I wonder how good her eyesight is.
I beg your pardon.
I don't imagine the poachers fed her well. And from a distance, we probably... Hebrideans love sheep.
What's your step? Oh, lucky for us.
Какой у меня
She must
бурундук
have been
классный
starved to pick off a
на
grapple.
спине.
Or just raring for a fight. Revelio.
Quiet, what was that?
Дракош, это опасно.
Watch out! It's
Yeah.
her domain. So make sure you keep at it. We've just got to make it to the nest.
She's making it easy.
Not a warm welcome.
It's a little too warm, if you ask me. I don't suppose she listened to reason.
I'd normally try, but we're well past that.
Rebellion.
If we can get to that entrance, we can get to the nest. She's leaving! Quickly!
Brilliant.
There's the nest. We're almost there.
Не понял. А дракошу тише нельзя сделать, это он слишком буйный. Но это ща. А у меня ведь и правда настройки тут стояли другие. Громкость звуковых эффектов. 50. Блин, мне без этого будет тяжело сейчас стримить. Я отвык. Это в телефон хоть и надо осмотреть, потому что я даже звука не слышу от этого.
Why is every bridge here broken?
Reparo.
Я постараюсь. Там я почему. Ну, дракон реально.
Now,
буйный.
if we just return her egg, we can hopefully make it out without too much fuss.
Капец, мы ей яйцо возвращаем, блин, она еще огнем кидает. Стреляет. Тихо, дракон. Это было жестко.
That was brilliant! And did you see how clever? She left us perfectly unharmed.
Creatures are a lot cleverer than most people realize.
That's what Gran always says. The important thing is that we survived it. And we returned her egg. Thank you for doing this with me. Wouldn't blame you one bit if you wanted to head back to the castle and never think about dragons again.
Shall we head back? I'm ready if you are.
I am. After our dragon rescue at Hauntow Hall, I half expect to be ambushed by poachers any time I'm not in the castle.
Understandable. We did sabotage their fighting ring and steal a dragon egg from them.
True. True. So why haven't they come after us? It's not like them to let things lie. Unless
What?
Unless they haven't let things lie. Oh no, I can't believe I didn't see it. We need to leave. I need to send an owl.
Вот так вот. Ну, я помню ее ветку. Там, получается, была арена. Там держали дракона, по-моему, как раз вот эту дракониху. И они стырили яйцо. Но у нее просто интересная ветка, как и у Кучереша тоже. У Натти тоже ветка. Ну, Натти, она там просто, по-моему, борется с этими, со всеми. С пепеламбами, вот этими гномами. Ну, гоблины, которые. А кто еще? 4, да? Или 3? Ладно. А, еще тут столбы, который... Не, ну он не основной вроде.
How could I have been so blind?
I beg your pardon, but would you mind helping
Не, в
out
другой
an
раз,
old
тетя,
woman?
я так уже устал, столько всего выполнил. Карта мира. Я вот играл последние 2-3 дня. Я нашел вот 105 сундуков из 116, и страницы все. Испытания Мерлина еще 14. Блять, где они есть. Очаг 1 остался. Воздушные шары 2. И, кстати, я их где-то видел. Статуи. 1 стол. И 1 особенный враг. И платформа для приземления. Короче, я уже очень много прошел. Вот этого всего второстепенного я даже устал немного. Так, задание. Ну ладно, идем к этому дурачку. Хотя вчера была очень интересная миссия второстепенная, ну вот, ну она такая запоминающаяся, там картина в библиотеке, она, короче, ее похитили студенты, отдали пепелампам вот этим, и те хотели ее, по-моему, продать, сбыть ее куда-то. В итоге картину можно тут даже спалить. Так. Так они все очень примитивные, скучные задания второстепенные. Так, опа.
She's devastated.
О,
She just buried your uncle alone.
долбоёб.
I did it for her.
Sebastian, Anne can't bear the thought of turning you in, but
What? Turn me in? She saw what happened.
I'll give you some time to think, Sebastian.
Turn me in?
Sebastian,
Did you hear that? You saw what happened. I never wanted to hurt my uncle.
I know.
I can't believe he's gone. How did things go so wrong? I didn't mean it. I didn't mean to... Oh, Anne, I was only trying to help. I can't leave now. Anne needs me more than ever. You understand. You can talk to Ominous. Make him understand. He listens to you. I need to be with Anne.
Don't worry, Sebastian. I shall speak with Ominous.
Thank you. You're a good friend, truly. No matter what happens from here, I'm glad we met.
Давай, давай, вали.
Poor Sebastian.
Ominous?
What a mess. I can't believe it. After I last saw you, I went straight to Hogwarts. Before I had time to talk to Black, I heard from Anne. I rushed to Feldcroft and found her with Solomon's body. She was beside herself with grief. Part of her wants Sebastian to face the consequences, another part can't bear the thought of it. I don't want to lose Sebastian, but I don't think we have a choice.
Азкабан. Сука.
We do have a choice. What good will it do to turn him in now? He clearly regrets everything. He's not going to do anything like this again.
We've both heard that before.
But we also need to think about Anne. She's lost her health, now she's lost her uncle. Do you really want to take her brother away from her too?
I understand what you're saying. Perhaps you're right. As much as I believe that Sebastian should pay for his actions, we'd only be punishing Anne as well. I hope we're doing the right thing. I'll talk to Anne. If it comes from me, she'll agree with this decision.
Thank you, Ominous. You're a good friend.
Whatever lies ahead, we must face it together. That I know.
Да вы два еблана. Так, и шо? Шо ты?
I have been meaning to speak with you.
I still can't believe we escaped the Ashwinders.
You may not realize it, but you are the talk of the school since you saved me that day.
I wonder how everyone knows about it.
I told my mother in the hope that she would be more forgiving of what I have been up to if it came from me. She likely told other professors, and news travels quickly. Unfortunately, she might, in fact, have been even less forgiving than I'd hoped.
If she knew more about what you've done, I suspect she'd be proud.
If she knew any more about what I've done, she would never let me out of her sight again.
I'm sorry. Has Officer Singer done anything with the evidence we provided?
She has not. Harlow is as strong as ever. Someone needs to stop him, whether it is us or Officer Singer. If someone had stopped the monsters like him in Matabeleland, my father would be alive today.
What exactly happened to your father?
It was a beautiful day. My mother had gone to tend to a neighbor who was ill, and so my father and I were galloping in the savannah.
Galloping? Your father was also an animagus, I take it?
He could become the most majestic giraffe, and he would carry me on his back, my arms around his neck. We were on our way home when we surprised a group of bandits who had come from our village. One of them saw me just as he removed a scarf from his face. He shouted and then aimed his rifle.
He didn't want you to identify him.
Exactly. In an instant, my father bowed his neck to protect me and was hit. As he fell, my father changed back into his human form. When the bandits saw this, they turned and ran in fear. Magic terrified them, and then he was gone. And it was all my fault.
Your fault? How so?
He died protecting me. If I had been capable of protecting myself, he would still be alive today. My mother and I tried to go on without him, but it became too much for us there. A few years later, we left to come to Scotland.
Do you think taking down the Ashwinders will avenge your father's death?
No. Vengeance is not what drives me. My father would not want that. He and my mother raised me to believe that it is a privilege to be able to fight for those who cannot. I know there is risk involved, but I feel it is worth it. I am glad you seem to think so too.
What does your mother think about all of this?
Well, as you saw, she worries a great deal. She is an excellent seer, but I think it bothers her to this day that she did not see my father's death coming. She misses him, as do I. So I believe on some level she understands my need to seek justice in a small way. But that does not mean that she likes it.
Do you think your father would approve of the things we've been doing?
Oh my, that is a good question. In theory, yes. Although he would worry as my mother does. But I think he, of all people, would understand my persistence. My father never shied away from a fight for good, no matter how ruthless the foe. And I think he would have enjoyed knowing that I had a compatriot like you.
I'm sorry, Natty. I can't imagine what you've been through. Your father sounds exceptional.
He was truly extraordinary. And thank you for your kind words. We all have our burdens. My father had a saying about that.
Yes, I remember. Rain does not fall on one roof alone.
Exactly. Soon you and I will put an end to the Ashwinders, beginning with Harlow. And once he is gone, we will turn our attention to Rookwood. We are making progress, and we will succeed. Thank you again for saving me. You deserve all of the praise you have received.
Revelio.
Так, що тут?
Revelio. Confringo.
Is that a... It is. I believe I know what must be done. Do you recognize the head sculpted there?
It looks like a grap horn.
And the prints carved into the ground
я
lead
на нем
me to
кататься
believe
буду.
that a grap horn will somehow open the way forward.
That's what Professor Rackham meant when he spoke of my needing an ability to interact with beasts.
It would seem so. I do know that the last of a long dynasty of grap horns lives nearby. They call him the Lord of the Shore. I suspect you'll need to bring him here. What happens next, I can't say.
Have you ever subdued a grap horn, Professor?
I have, yes. Years ago, at Stonehenge, of all places. The Ministry still owes me for that favor. It can be difficult, of course. They are massive, after all, but it's not impossible. It's my experience that many of your spells will have no real effect. You'll need to wear him down.
Вымотать?
If that's what must be done, I'll do it.
Excellent. I know this area well enough. When you see the remains of a large sea creature, you're in the right place. Now, Professor Rackham made it clear that you must engage with any beast that is part of this trial on your own. So I shall wish you good luck and wait for your return in the map chamber.
Понятно. 1250 метров.
How nice to see you, my young friend.
Who lived here, I wonder?
Не понял. Тихо там.
This
Ну,
must
это
be the place.
испытание странное.
I know what that means. Merlin trial. Confringo! Revelio. Confringo!
Так.
Revelio. Confringo! Merlin himself would be proud.
Ой, как этот Мерлин меня уже заебал, если честно, блядь.
Very well, Lord of the Shore. Show yourself.
Мне, походу, с ним драться придется. Морской кот.
Well, that doesn't work. Bingo! Bingo! You are a this one.
Ты хорош.
Bingo! Defender! Can't we talk about this?
Man. Ох, красота.
Confringo! Defender! Glacis! You'd be a picnic now. Confringo!
Какого выпада или?
Expelliarmus!
Ты охуел?
Confringo! Defender!
Какая типа капля жесткая. Это жесткая, да. У нее выпады резкие очень. И не блочатся. Это не типа. Мы его уважаем. Атакуйте. Жалко его атаковать.
I need your help, friend.
Ты будешь жить у меня. Выручай комнату. Опа. А. Ой-ой-ой. Да ты шо? Боже, как я сейчас буду рассекать? Все, устал? Блядь. Это ускорение было. Прикольно.
Poachers. Let's see how the Lord of the Shore feels about his neighborhood
Opa.
being invaded.
Better be a beast. Rookwoods don't go down easy.
Стоять. Что такое?
Confringo!
Ты мусор.
Protego! Incendio! You will not!
А, блин.
Slow down now.
Confringo!
There we go.
Ах ты мусор.
Would you please make me a great harm? I have come upon a difficult time and I need a friend.
Потом. Ба.
Not quiet enough.
Нормально, нормально. Коровы. О!
Over here!
прикольно.
I
мне
need to
всегда
race now, my
нравится.
friend.
You've made a mistake.
We're crossing that bridge whether you like it or not.
What would you be needing a hippogriff for, anyhow? Where's that goblin helm, thief?
Блин, а он все равно. Он плавает? Умирает. Плавает. Очень медленно. Морской владыка и так плавает. Ну что такое? Опа, разогрелся. Чупакабрыч. Бам! Рогами.
Time for you all to clear out.
Блин, у этого мужика метла, кстати, повезло, надо купить. Ладно.
I should investigate.
Опа!
Dragon, allow me to...
Ой-ой-ой.
Rookwoods don't go down.
Стоять! Всех будем топтать. Понял. И колдун.
Come, Incendio!
Муса.
So, Incendio! Expulso!
Ой-ой-ой. Шара. Тоже тебе сейчас буду пиздить. Бам!
Here we go.
Чуть-чуть осталось.
Go!
Ну нормально. Не знаю, прикольно это. Вот. Попадать их можно. Опа, вот оно. Блин, на нем нельзя походу. Очень жалко. Так. О, омуты. Память.
Perhaps Professor Rackham was right to have had faith in you. I still have my reservations. Isadora, as you will see, was not who she seemed. I can only hope that you are. My memories should answer any questions you may have about the power you will need to protect.
Thank you, Professor Bakar. I shall see you back in the map chamber. Revelio.
Посмотреть все воспоминания зачагов в памяти. Достижения.
Hello?
Isadora? Isadora? Mr. Morgan, Mr. Morgan?
Son, I'm glad you're here.
Isadora was not at her home.
I know.
Her father... Percival.
What is it?
It is as though he was stripped not only of his pain, but of all emotion.
Everything is much worse than I feared. Neve was right. Isadora hasn't stopped. I've just learned that she has been wielding that magic on students.
We must gather the others. I need you to return to your common room, all right?
What have you done?
Take a breath.
Students, Isadora.
Everyone feels pain. And why? Because of your arrogance? Your obsession with secrets? He won't suffer any longer. Not my father, not my students, no one.
Isadora, set down your wand.
Professor, you taught me to hone my power, not throw it away.
I did not teach you this. Expelliarmus!
А индус-то опасный оказался.
She's alive.
Вот это индус выдал базу. Охуеть. Надо с ним поболтать. Так бы она бы их одолела, если бы не вода Кедавра. Странно, что они даже ему ничего не сказали. Они реально как будто, наверное, сами понимают, что это единственный выход был. Интересно. Что ты?
The caverns below Hogwarts, where you fought Isadora. Is that the location of the final repository?
It is. You see, we could not destroy the strands of emotion Isadora had stolen from so many. So we did all that we could to keep them safe. We also realized that until they could be destroyed, the magic used to create them was a danger to wizard kind. Hence, we became keepers. Keepers of an unfathomable secret. We knew that someday, one with the ability to see traces of ancient magic might be seduced by its power. We built the trials to lead that person to us, to allow them to prove themselves worthy of the knowledge we'd kept hidden and the responsibility that accompanies it.
Have I not proven myself, Professor? I need to get to that repository before Ranrock does.
You have, and you will. But the repository is protected by powerful ancient magic. To enter, you must craft a special wand from the 4 artifacts you found above our pensives.
So the repository is safe from Ranrock for now.
If he is, as you suspect, capable of using the power of the other repository, I fear he will be able to breach our defenses.
Then I must go now and craft this wand. Perhaps Mr. Ollivander will help me.
Another Ollivander? I'm not surprised. As I am sure he will tell you, this wand may be used for only one purpose. Return with the wand, and we will open the way forward.
I shall send an owl ahead to Ollivander. Whilst you visit him, I'll reach out to Professor Weasley.
Professor Weasley?
Yes. I may have made an error in judgment by not informing her of Ranrock's intentions earlier. I only hope it's not too late. If Ranrock really is going to try to drill below Hogwarts, we'll need all the help we can get.
All right, Professor. I'll see you soon.
Так.
Galleons and a historian's uniform. It was brilliant.
I thought I could count on my friend.
Тебя. А я один раз про сестру Уизли говорить или что? Нет, оно там.
Oh, good, you're safe.
There you are. You were in such a state when you left.
The poachers got to my gran. Someone recognized me in Horntail Hall and they got to her.
What do you mean? Is she alright?
She's fine, thank goodness. But they were at her house, our house. They assumed I'd sent the egg there. She said they took the whole place apart looking for it, screaming that we'd cost them everything.
I'm sorry, Poppy. I'm glad she's alright. I don't think either one of us could have anticipated that.
I should have known. I underestimated the poachers. And now another creature's in danger.
What do you mean?
The poachers refused to leave empty-handed, so they took valuable journals that Gran had discovered when she was researching rare creatures. One of them contained theories about a secret hiding place of the Snidget, long thought to be extinct.
Where exactly are these Snidgets allegedly hidden?
Gran says the journals were a bit cryptic, which is good. Perhaps the poachers won't be clever enough to find the birds. From what she recalls, the journals only noted that the key to finding them lay in the moonlight. Gran thinks it can be narrowed down to a handful of locations.
I take it you aren't going to let the poachers anywhere near the Snidgets.
Gran wants me to stay out of it, but I know she's devastated that poachers might go after the Snidgets, if they still exist. We had the element of surprise on our side when we saved that dragon, but the poachers will be watching for us now.
We need allies. Others who hate the poachers enough to help us, who value creatures as much
Merlin's beard! You're a genius! The centaurs! They'd want the Snidgets protected at all costs.
Sounds as if we need to go and talk to the centaurs.
We'll need to be careful in how we approach them. Tensions with them are high. Still, I think they may be our only hope. Let me think on it. I'll let you know as soon as I have a plan.
Revelio.
Так, ладненько. Наверное, на сегодня все. Я там буду до конца доразберусь, типа, с чатом. И завтра тогда сделаю подрубку подольше. Поедем дальше. Сегодня, наверное, хватит. Я просто отвык. Я еще прослушаю себя как голос. И все. Все, спасибо, что заходили. Это завтра, если что, где-то так же подрублю.